G'day guys, Seeney here and welcome to another episode on the Australian Wealth channel. And in this episode, we're talking about why I am buying Coinbase. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Really helps to get these videos out to more people. So we're seeing a little bit of turmoil in the stock market at the moment. You know, it's a bit how you going. Great Australian saying, I love that one. But we're seeing the S&P's actually declined a little bit from its all-time highs. And you know, Coinbase has been thrown in with this. Now, the reason that this is happening is for a number of different reasons, which I've outlined in another video. But the cliff notes are basically Evergrande defaulting on $300 billion worth of debt. People are really scared that that might spread through the rest of the economy, not just in China, but the rest of the world. On top of that, we also have the Federal Reserve that's having a meeting to discuss whether they're going to start tapering and they're going to be raising interest rates and, you know, pulling back that stimulus because they've been pumping so much money into the markets. So we'll have to see what happens there. Of course, there's also the debt ceiling problem with Congress that we need to look at. It might result in a government shutdown if it's not passed. And of course, there's many other reasons. The Delta variant is ripping through at very high levels. People are a bit concerned about a shutdown. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's some of the reasons why the market is going down. And for some reason, Coinbase has been lumped in with all of these fears. So I just wanted to go back and have a look at the financials of Coinbase. So we can have a look at the company as a whole, get rid of all the noise, and decide whether it's a company worth investing in. So of course, when you are investing, you need to make your own investment decisions. This isn't financial advice. Of course, this is YouTube. So, you know, you need to make your own decisions when it comes to your own money. So let's have a look at some of the information about Coinbase. So Coinbase basically wants to be the one-stop shop for crypto. A lot of people my age would rather park money in crypto and stake that. The interest is significantly higher than anything you would get from a bank. Like if you're putting your money in a savings account, it's just hilarious. Like a lot of the interest rates are less than 1% at this point. And you know, when that's the case, you're not even keeping up with inflation. You're actually losing money by leaving it in the bank. So keep that in mind. So a lot of people will be investing in crypto and then staking it, getting interest rates of 6, 8, 10%. You know, that is what we're seeing. Whether that's sustainable or not, we'll just have to wait and see. I believe this is a long way off, but there is potential for Coinbase to be the biggest bank in the world. I don't know if that's going to happen. It probably won't. It's a very bold prediction, but you know, that's the kind of scale that we're talking with Coinbase. So if we're looking at that and we look at the valuations of some of the largest banks, then, you know, Coinbase has got a lot of room to grow. So let's have a look at their revenue. So in the last earnings report, we saw that their revenue was 2.2 billion versus 1.85 billion expected. So they've massively beaten expectations, which is fantastic. It's a massive increase. And of course, their net profit for the previous quarter is 1.6 billion. You know, so these margins that Coinbase have are just insane. You know, they don't have that much outlay, and for what they do outlay, they are making so much back. So we're seeing more users on the platform, and we're seeing crypto become more and more popular. There is the potential for NFTs to take off and be worth actually more than the market cap of Bitcoin. And you know what? This doesn't matter because the crypto sector as a whole, Coinbase benefits either way. And we're seeing it grow and grow and grow. And Coinbase is just growing at an amazing rate to the point where it's growing into the valuation, which it has very quickly. So currently Coinbase is valued at about $50 billion. In some of the other videos I've talked about, it was valued around $54 billion. So it's dropped a little bit due to some of these fears around the economy. Something that leads me to believe that Coinbase has a long way to go and there's a lot of room for growth there is that most of the money that they make is actually from retail traders and institutions are moving into crypto in a very big way. So that means that if a lot of people are coming onto the platform, a lot of institutions are coming onto the platform with Coinbase, then that is going to lead to massive revenue growth going into the future. Because Coinbase basically wants to be the one-stop shop. They want to be the big dogs. They want to be the safest platform out there when it comes to crypto. So that's what institutions care about is security, especially in a space like this. You know, it's very new. We have seen hacks on other platforms. And of course, you don't want to see that on Coinbase. So when I see Coinbase dip under about $230 a share, I'm going to be buying. It's really that simple. I did a little bit of a nibbling on some of the pullbacks that we've seen from the S&P 500, putting about $700 in. But if we see some big declines, 220, 210, due to the rest of the market coming down with it, then I'm going to be buying up in the thousands. I'll probably put in another $10,000, $15,000 into this position because I believe for the long term, Coinbase is just an absolute profit machine. And we are seeing that already, and I think that's only going to continue as they become more popular and their revenue continues to grow even further. At that level, the risk reward profile is really good. I think there's a lot of room for upside, not too much room for the downside, especially at the current valuation. So one of the biggest risks to Coinbase is, of course, the government. As much as people don't like to talk about it, there is a risk here. Countries don't like their currency being undermined. It means they'll lose power. So governments often take a very long time to get on board with new technology and the regulations surrounding that. So it's something that you have to keep in mind. The government might not like what Coinbase is doing. We've actually seen that recently with the Coinbase Lend product that they were considering adding. The SEC has come out against that. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But there is a regulatory risk, there is a governmental risk to keep in mind. But I think as it becomes more broadly adopted, it'll probably be looked more favorably as a useful tool for governments, which they can then generate tax revenue from. So I'd be really keen to hear what you guys think about Coinbase and where it's going to go over time. Are you invested in this stock? Are you thinking about investing? Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So my name is Seeney. If you want to get yourself a free stock, I have a link to Stake. You can get yourself a free stock there by putting money in the brokerage. And WeMoney will give you $5 just for signing up and tracking your net worth. It's an excellent tool for that. So thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Seeney. We'll see you later.